So, as you can see, there's a lot of messages that come through on my personal phone on a daily basis. And that is the main modes of communication between myself and my peers at my level at Starbucks, which is store manager level. And mostly the communication is between peers. It's about looking for staff coverage, and about finding product. But another thing that I want to say that is at the top of my argument for minimizing the conversation is that we have a policy at Starbucks, and that is that we cannot use our cell phones while we are working. We can have them on us, but we cannot be texting, calling, and as store managers, we have to hold all of our partners accountable to that. And it's very important for me to set the example. And so that is really the approach that I'm going to take when I'm going to address my fellow managers, and really just to say that in a way that is respectful to them, but also just to share where I'm coming from. Also, just to hear from them why this is so important to them, and why they feel like they need to send so many messages on a daily basis. I believe that there's probably some root cause analysis I can do to possibly brainstorm how can they have better organization in their stores, better ordering best practices, better inventory management as well, just to help them so that they're not spending their day looking for product or looking for coverage, but possibly it can become a bigger discussion of how we can help each other have better best practices in place, so that when we do send each other messages, there's a high sense of urgency for all of us to read them. I also want to personally share that I do not read the messages because it looks like noise to me. I get, some days it's far over 100, and I just don't feel like it's a priority. But I also know that the downside of that is that I could really come across as unengaged and uninterested in supporting my peers. And I think that going into the conversation, that's really important for me to put that out on the table so that I can be open to discussing with them how I feel, and maybe we can come to like a middle of the road kind of solution on how we use this app. And we have a final solution here. So I know that I need to personally go through these steps, examine my motives. I do want to be a team player, but I don't want to be staring at my phone. I do want to be aligned as a team, but I need to offer support and possibly offer best practices to others. And ultimately, I do want to have better relationships with my peers. And so I know that that is going to be where I need to have an opportunity to listen to them and their perspectives as well. At the end of the day, we also have a model to follow. We have tools in place at Starbucks from our partner resources, and it's about communicating and navigating through conflict and disputes. So we are going to be looking at the 3 steps that we can take, and really what we just addressed is for partner to partner. So for me as a Starbucks partner, going to my peer, my fellow manager, possibly someone who sends many messages on a daily basis, to connect with them to talk about the conflict. If I'm unsuccessful, then I'm going to want to take it to the next level, take it to my manager, and I feel very confident that that would end there, and I could get some support in how to best deal with this conflict. But in that case, if that didn't resolve the issue, I can go to the next level. And always, for all of the Starbucks partners, there's always the Partner Resource and Support Center. You can seek support through your manager first, And Partner Resources and Support Center is always there to help and guide, to point out where you can find policies and standards, how to reference that within the store. And then also the Ethics and Compliance Hotline, that's a 24-hour hotline, and it's confidential. So if you feel that you're in a position where you're not comfortable reaching out to the partner that you're in conflict with, and it's not quite where you even feel comfortable reaching out to your manager, this is always a place that you can go, and it's a confidential place where you will be heard. It's legal as well, so there will be some phone documentation along with that. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. We do on a daily basis encounter so many big, little conflicts, but at the end of the day, our mission at Starbucks is to lead with respect and dignity, and to create a third place for each other and for our guests. And so in order to inspire and nurture the human spirit, we truly must come together, and we must first look at ourselves in order to improve our conflict management and improve our relationships with each other. Thank you.